In my last video, I posed the question, do you consider yourself to be a weak or strong atheist, and why? And I stated in the video that the weak position was somebody that would say that they don't believe in God, whereas the strong position said there is no God. I said that the weak position is subjective, and the strong is an inferring of knowledge. They know. Now, I thank everyone that gave me a comment and their feedback. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I'm trying to engage my subscribers a little bit more, so that's kind of why I did it, and I also wanted to make a point. So here we go. The weak position sort of opens oneself to the possibility that they could be wrong, or they could be proven wrong at some point. I typically think of weak atheists as being a little more open than strong atheists, but it really means the same thing. We're all atheists, right? We don't believe in God. We don't think there is a God. We don't consider God in our worldview or in our personal philosophy. The only difference between a weak or strong atheist seems to be some characteristics, such as a weak atheist seems to be a little more humble and a little more compassionate, whereas the strong atheist seems to be critical and has an attitude of somewhat being intellectually superior to somebody else. See where I'm trying to go with this, and I hope that sort of gets the point across. Now, when I say that I'm an atheist, it means that from my point of view and the things that I've experienced in life, that when I look at the big picture of things, to me, there is no God. Thus saying that I don't believe in him. There's many different subcategories to being an atheist. I'll link the Wikipedia article that I read concerning atheism. That article gives you sort of the historical information about atheism, where it came from, some of its earlier philosophers, where the etymology of the word came from, and so on. And I think it's really important that we know this. It can kind of help us understand each other as atheists. Now, this is my opinion when I think about any philosophy. It's a hypothesis on the things that we cannot necessarily explain emphatically, without a shadow of a doubt. A hypothesis is an educated guess. We make observance of the world, other religions, and things like that to come to these conclusions, or the conclusion that there is no God. So one that says, I could be wrong, and one that says, I know I'm right, you get what I'm saying. Why do we judge each other like that as atheists? Can't we come together as that we don't believe there is a God? Or there is no God as far as we can see? Be it through scientific evidence or whatever. I think that we're already a minority, so why weaken us even more by those squabbles and arguments that we have amongst each other? Can we not come together and discuss things as atheists? Discuss our views and come to some agreements? And when did atheism ever become a dictatorship, trying to tell people how to live their lives? When somebody says you're a weak atheist just because you have Christian friends and that makes you worthless, yeah, it's sort of stupid. It sort of makes it seem like we're a religion when we're not. We're not a religion at all. And as far as us being an organized group, why shouldn't we? As long as we don't uphold some kind of groupthink mentality. Part of being an atheist is that we are different. But you can see that in our religion too. Like Christianity, there's many denominations to atheists. So if we're gonna separate ourselves through labeling ourselves weak or strong, or agnostic atheist, or de facto atheist, or whatever silly little label that we're gonna label ourselves as atheists, I mean, it's just absurd. I mean, really. I hope that this video has helped you understand that, yeah, the weak and strong thing is sort of silly semantical garbage. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped you in some way, and made you think. Stay tuned.